Okay, so this is the house through the hallway, and this is the kitchen. So you've got oven, cooker, cabinet storage, dishwasher, washing machine, and that's the annex. It's another angle of the garden. This is double bedroom. Master bedroom. Come as a bedroom / play area. So they had the bed across this way. And that's the final bedroom.
In this video, I'll walk you through how we found our rental house in London from abroad and what we learned in the process. Once we've decided which neighborhood we wanted, the next step was actually finding a house, and fast. Rental market in London moves very quickly. There are two ways to go about it. You can come in person, fly here for a week or two and pack in viewings. Or you can hire a relocation company. They'll do the viewings for you, send videos and guide you through the process. We chose the second option. With 2 kids and lots going on, it was just easier. We set push notifications on Rightmove and Zoopla for houses in our target areas, starting about 6 to 8 weeks before our planned move-in date. That's the sweet spot when most rentals hit the market. It felt like we were glued to those apps. We got lucky. One of the first houses that checked all our boxes appeared on Rightmove. Good primary schools within walking distance, close to the tube, within our budget, looked good on photos. We sent it to our relocation agent, they booked a viewing, and the next day we were on a video call with them from the house. They walked through every room, showed us all the flaws. It took about 30 minutes. Normally, viewings here last 10 to 15. We asked every possible question. After the call, we sent an offer to the estate agency. In the UK, most rentals go through estate agents, and tenants don't pay them anything, the landlord does. But submitting an offer doesn't mean you've got the house. They'll check your financial background, payslips, job offers, sometimes bank balances, a reference from your employer, and sometimes even character checks. To strengthen our offer, we added £50 more to the monthly rent, a small gesture to help sway the landlord in our favor. Once accepted, we had to pay. First month's rent, some newcomers are asked to pay 3 to 6 months upfront, security deposit, usually 4 to 6 weeks rent. It was stressful, especially it was Shabbat in Israel and banks were closed and we had to wait for payment confirmations. The agencies use professional referencing companies. Everything is done by the book. Unlike in Israel where you need to impress the landlord personally, here it's mostly paperwork. Let's talk about what you might find. Detached, freestanding, no shared walls, usually most expensive. Semi-detached, shares one wall with the neighbor. Terraced, shares walls on both sides, like row of townhouses. Flats, apartments can be in converted house or a purpose-built block. Listings usually say how many bedrooms. Reception rooms and dining areas aren't counted as rooms. Check floor plans carefully, especially if you are choosing remotely. They help you understand layout, room sizes, and whether it fits your family. Most older houses have energy ratings of D or even E, which means higher heating bills. Refurbished houses or newer builds can have better ratings, but they're also more expensive. It's a trade-off. Pay more in rent and save on energy, or vice versa. Also, beware of conservatories. Some houses have glass or plastic sunrooms. They look nice, but can be freezing in winter. Ours isn't separated from the kitchen, so we had to heat the whole area just to cook comfortably. In winter, our kitchen sometimes dropped to 13 degrees. Not very relaxing. In the UK, an inventory check or inventory and schedule of condition is a detailed record of a property condition at the start of tenancy. It's super important for both tenants and landlords. The document can protect your deposit when the lease ends, so make sure you go over it carefully and take your own photos or videos too. When the contract was finally signed, we could finally exhale. This was the most stressful part of the relocation, until we got to school admissions, but that's story for another video. Let me know in comments if you're in the middle of house hunting or have any questions.